So hi everybody, we're back from our walk and it's a nice cool day in Swansea. The sun is trying to come out, there's a couple of clouds, so not too hot, but I went for a great walk along the beach and now it's time to stretch it out. So using your poles for balance, you can just take one leg back, heel on the floor and straighten that leg out. So you should feel that in the lower calf there, in the calf, in the lower leg. So you can stretch that out, hold it for a few seconds, between 30 and 40 seconds, just to stretch it out. You should feel that easing the muscle and then swap legs so that you've got a nice stretch through the other leg. It's important to stretch out so you kind of ease out all that lactic acid that builds up when you've been exercising, particularly if you've had a really vigorous workout, a vigorous Nordic walk. Okay, now take one leg, bend at the knee, ankle over the other knee, and then just gently sit down and just stick your bottom out. You can hold your head up and you can hold onto your poles. That's the great thing about Nordic walking, is you can hold onto your poles for balance. And you should feel that all the way up through the buttock, stretching out, and then swap legs. Take the other ankle over the knee and then just sit down as far as you can. Some of you may only get this far, some of you may go down further than me if you're very flexible, but the important thing is to go down as far as is comfortable to stretch it all out. And you can feel that on the inner thigh as well, inner thigh, and all the way through the buttock. Okay, now just take one foot, take it out to an angle, and then just bend this leg, the opposite leg, and then just stick your bottom out, and you should feel that stretch all the way up the leg, the back of the leg, the hamstring. It's a good hamstring stretch. And again, you can lean on your poles for balance. And then after holding that again, you're holding each of these exercises for at least 30 seconds. A little bit longer if you feel you need to stretch that out, and you can do them more than once. So each time you repeat it, you feel that you can stretch it a bit further as those muscles get stretched out and eased out. Okay, now take the poles like we did for the warm-up behind, but this time you're going to hold the move. So take the feet a little wider than hip width apart and have them facing slightly outwards, and then just take a turn from the waist. So try and keep the hips facing forward, and then just turn. So you get a nice waist turn, a good rotation, and you can pull the front arm around gently. You don't want to yank it around, and as you pull that arm, the front arm further around, the back arm will go further and you get a bigger twist. And then the other side. So some of you may only go this far, some of you may go a little further. It doesn't matter as long as it's stretching out your spine. So all the way around the waist, you get that nice twist. And then the second time you do it, you might find you go a little further and then back and around the other side. Okay, so now we take the poles. If you just bring them up to your chest and then pull one away with a straight arm, bend the elbow of the other arm and then pull the poles apart as though you were firing a bow and arrow. And you should feel this stretching out the arm, particularly the biceps, if you've been using those arms to push those poles as you were walking along wherever you've been this morning. So a nice stretch. Then keeping good posture to protect the lower back, strong core, lift the poles above your head and do a nice waist bend and a stretch of that upper arm. So stretch up to the ceiling, come back to the center, remember strong core, and then bend the other way. Push that arm as far up as you can go, and then repeat that on either side. Okay, that's good. Now I also like to I usually put the poles on the ground when we're out and about. I just like to take big circles with the arms to loosen up those shoulders, ease out any tension, and then one arm at a time as though you were doing backstroke. because you use your arms a lot more in Nordic walking than you do in power walking or normal walking. You're just swinging them or you're punching them if you're doing power walking. But you have to push with the poles, and that gives a good workout to the arms. Now forward, like a front crawl, like you're swimming, alternate arms, and then both arms together. So bend the knees, take the arms back and bring them forward in a nice circle. They don't go very far back when you do this, but you are having a nice extension of the arm, and you're rotating in the shoulder to ease it out. And then just give the wrists a little workout, a little ease out the tension in the wrists. So a little flamenco, up and then turn the wrists the other way, the hands the other way coming down. And then also clasp your fingers together, turn them inside out, reach up, stretch, 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 and then bring the arms down. And then do that again, reach up, stretch, stretch. Strong core all the while. So you're protecting that lower back. So that your seat is tucked under when your tummy's being, when you're holding your tummy in. And don't forget to breathe. Just ease out those shoulder muscles, push down, roll the shoulders and push down. And then I always give everything a little shake, just in case there's that last bit of tension left. And that, everybody, is it. So I hope you enjoyed the virtual Nordic walking. I do it every Sunday, and you can join me on Zoom. So get in touch with me if you are interested. Okay, thanks very much. See you soon. Bye.